All right, we're gonna try to do something a little bit different tonight. I have not reached my word count goal yet today, but I'm only about 500 words shy, so I will work on that more later. But I wanted to go into something because I was finding it hard to remember why I liked this story earlier today, and I was just thinking it's so, like, I don't even care about it anymore. So I decided to listen to my playlist that went with it and try to remind myself why I liked this story in the first place. And it really did help to remind me why I liked it, because the reason why I wasn't having fun with the story was that I had gotten away from really the themes I had been wanting to present in them and gotten distracted with all the other stuff that I had to do. So today I'm going to share 3 of the songs that are in my playlist for my book that really remind me of scenes or people in the book that help motivate me to keep writing this story. By the way, my apologies in advance. I'm trying to avoid copyright, so I'm only playing 30 seconds or less of the song that I'm talking about, and I will be playing it behind my own voice, so I apologize if that's distracting during these videos. Bleeding Out by Imagine Dragons is one of the first songs that comes to mind as one that I really attribute to being the song that goes with one scene that I have planned out for my book. I prefer this particular cover, though, that I'm playing, and I will put the name of it in a picture at the end of me discussing this song, because the artist's name is too many consonants for me. But this song I really attribute to my one character and this one scene that she's in. Her name is Janaya. For anybody who is familiar at all with Greek history / literature, she is very heavily based off of the character from the whole story of the Trojan War, whose name is Iphigenia. Now, Iphigenia is a character who was basically sacrificed by her father to the gods. Her father Agamemnon basically sacrificed her because the gods told him that they wouldn't be able to sail to Troy to start war unless he did that. So she is very heavily based off of that character, only she has some more agency, because the original Iphigenia, it's just kind of, But anyway, she's basically in the same role because the bad guy in the story basically ends up murdering her in order to start war with the people on the land, even though she is one of his people in the city. But he realizes that basically he's not going to be able to get them to agree to go to war unless he frames the people on the land for her murder. So he basically murders her, and to get the war started. The one thing he didn't count on is the fact that she totally recorded him doing it, and as she was bleeding out and dying, she sends the file of the video of him doing that to the people who had just escaped the city, who he is trying to say murdered her, so that they can use that as evidence to show that no, they didn't. And that comes back to bite him in the ass at like a pivotal moment in the story. So that song really seems to fit that scene for me. The next song that I really more tribute to the overall theme in my book is Zombie, but specifically this is another one by a cover band. This is the one by Bad Wolves. I just think they do a really good job of it. I like the original Cranberry version too, but they just do a fantastic job. And the reason why I really like this song for it is that one of my major themes in this is that there's this, it basically points out the pattern of wars getting started over really stupid things, and that it's really pointless. And that's one of the main points that I use in this story, and one of the main themes that I'm really trying to portray is just kind of the pointlessness of the kind of hate and evil things that happen in times of war. So that song is very important to me as far as representing that particular theme. The third song, and this is another one that to me is really just more of an overall theme, but I also very much imagine it playing in a certain scene, is the song Devil's Side by the Foxes. But to me, I know this song is originally, I think it's more meant for like a woman who's in a relationship with a guy who really has a bad side. But I always imagine it when I'm hearing the words that it has this different meaning of this is going to sound so hippie-ish, but it's more like the spirit of peace versus the spirit of like hatred and war and stuff. And it's that the people who are on the side of peace want to love these people who are doing these bad things, and you want to care about them and stuff, and you just want them to stop doing these bad things and such. And you feel like by being around them, you're risking being drawn into doing the same things, but you don't want to, and that it's something that might eventually pollute you, and you think you have to get away from it, but you also want to help them and stuff. So that's what I attribute that song to. And I very much think of that song being played when the Phibians from the underwater city are attacking the people on land, and my main characters have just learned, they've just opened the message that Janiyah had sent them, where she warns them that she's been murdered in order to start this war. Please don't let it happen. Don't let this bad guy do this to my people. They're not evil. They're not like this. They're being tricked. Please don't let this make you think that they're evil, type thing. And they're escaping from their one base and having to flee to their second base that's about 80 miles up the coast. And that's what I imagine this song playing during. Anyway, hopefully you found this enjoyable. If you did, I hope you'll check out the playlist that I have set up on my channel. It should be public. I believe I have it set that way. And you're welcome to see the whole songs for the 3 songs that I mentioned, as well as the other ones that I have on that list. I promise not all of them are all so depressing, because those are just the 3 songs that I find go with the most impactful scenes that I have planned out in the book. But there are other ones that are less depressing. Anyway, you guys have a great night. I will talk to you later. Bye-bye.